just because it's digital doesn't mean it has to be built cheaply.
Right.
And it doesn't have to mean it has to be complicated.
Right.
That's the other thing that we tried to maintain in the design was that, okay, it's a digital board, but to the guy, Roddy Rock Jock that gets behind the board, he doesn't know what's inside of the thing and could care less. He just wants his voice to sound great, and he wants to play the stuff that he wants his listeners to like.
I mean, your point about longevity, if we want to offer people the same kind of track records that our stuff has always had, it makes the process more complex for us because we have to track things like end of life on a chipset or on a processor. And we have to, think ahead of time. We have to do these end of life buys. We have to make sure that we're covered so that in turn the customer is covered.
And part of that too is it's the professional nature of how those components are used where, we all know that continuously cycling of power, which is normally the case with consumer equipment, generally doesn't happen in the professional realm because you don't have all that cycling of power. You're not reducing the life of those components like you would like a PC or a laptop or something that you're turning on and off every single day.
Well, there's a somewhat modular approach to that in the components that you have to pick rather than just buying an off-the-shelf motherboard with a certain processor and a certain footprint, and then guess what? That's when 5 years down the road, you're not going to find that exact same motherboard and processor. Or if you can, it's going to be harder and harder to find.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we've taken that. We took that extra harder step in doing embedded intelligence into our system and not relying on off-the-shelf components per se.
Right.
For the heavy lifting logic.
Oh yeah,
functions.
we have exclusive control over the innards of all our digital products.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We don't rely very heavily on any one manufacturer of systems that, we have to have this entire system from somebody, otherwise the boat doesn't float anymore.
Right.
It's just not true. So having that control over the components or building blocks, if you will, and being able to spread that out appropriately gives us an edge in that area, I truly believe.